Well, hello and welcome to Jamie TV, streaming 100% live on YouTube. Thank you for being here. Just let me know if everything sounds okay. I had a little glitch earlier. I think it sounds okay to me anyway, but just let me know. Make me feel better about myself. And yes, where is Mateus? I've made Semtex a moderator because Jade very kindly offered to be a moderator a while ago, but Jade I can't expect everyone to always make the streams, so I thought we'll make Semtex a moderator and we'll see how that goes. So yeah, once again, thank you for joining me. Hi CK, hi Semtex, hi Jade. Thanks for being here. I've made a list of things I have to remember to mention because I can't trust my memory these days. I want to mention a couple of things before I get started. First of all, my website. I got some kind of a warning that my website wasn't secure, so I went into the workings of it and stuff, and I found I got notifications of a few security things I needed to fix. So I've attempted to do that, and there's a couple more things that need my attention, but I got bored, if I'm honest. I'll go back to that tomorrow morning. So if you wouldn't mind, if you have a spare moment in your day at any point, just check my website out and just let me know if everything looks okay and everything's, just let me know what you think. And also, I have to mention I released a track. Well, I've got a track, right, that the video is on YouTube and you can listen to it on Bandcamp, but it doesn't officially get released for streaming services until my birthday, which is the 2nd of February, in case you wanted to make a note of when my birthday is. It's Groundhog Day, basically, so you can't forget that. I also want to mention I have this shirt on, right? I got this for Christmas. I just need to, hang on. Can I get up at my age? It's the Picard meme, and I love it. And also, I have set up a dump to Jade's live stream, which will happen immediately after this one. Okay, so let's crack on because I want to get a B section for this song sorted today. I should have pressed that button earlier, shouldn't I? Well, I've pressed it now. Who cares? Oh, hi, Mateus. Thanks for being here, mate. Yeah, so last week I started working on a track. So quick recap. I wanted to write a piece of music that would be suitable for a racing game. The kind of racing game that's, a fun kids game that adults play. Like Super Mario, Crash Team Racing, Disney Speedstorm, that kind of thing. So let's just have a quick think about what that kind of track needs to be. It needs to be pacey. It needs to feel like it's moving, and it needs to feel fun. It needs to be uplifting. It needs to be able to loop. With that in mind, it doesn't need to be that long because usually those kind of race games, it doesn't take long to get around the course. But just in case, you've got a real slow-mo driver, I guess it needs to be able to loop around. And what else? I just think it just needs to feel jolly and fun. I think that's it, really. So, and I'm pretty happy with how last week's stream went. I think that the music is appropriate, but it does one thing. A lot of music these days only does one thing, and it just keeps doing one thing until it stops. But I don't like that. I like things to have dynamics. It needs a B section. It needs to go somewhere. So I really want to get at least the meat and potatoes of that done today. So we shall crack on. I shall go to this view. And so as you can see, here's my project, right? Where's my mouse? There we go. Right, so we've got one section that kind of it just evolves a bit. It starts with a drone base, which sounds lovely. In the second section, it will move to this bass. Now I really want to keep this style of bass because it really adds to that kind of racing feel. I want to keep that going in this new B section I'm going to write, but I have an idea for the chord pattern. I kind of got a chord pattern in my head and I'm not sure it will fit with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with drums and then play it to that and see if I can make it work. What else? Yes, we've got this lovely Jupiter-ish kind of sound. Knock Freddie Mercury over. Stand up, Fred. Jupiter-y kind of sound here from BA1. And then this. Instead of me playing a melody over it, I thought that just sufficed. And then I've got a couple of effects, gaming sounds, right? A SNES sound here. Pan to one side, and a Sega type sound over here. And incidentally, does anybody know what the difference was between the sound on a SNES and the sound on a Mega Drive? Because the music in either of those machines, they had a drastically different sound. And I'm going to tell you, just in case you don't know, right? So the thing was, on those 16-bit machines, there were game cartridges, and you couldn't load up a sophisticated music into a cartridge like that because it would be too much for the machine to cope with, as well as all the game data. So the sounds were inside the machines, and the game just carried information, just like data, just telling it what to play. Basically, playing in the SNES, it was samples, and the samples were kind of like real instruments, like the kind of instruments you get loaded into an old school PC sound card. So they could sound quite realistic, sound quite like standard instruments. So you could have like strings and piano and all that stuff. Whereas in the Sega, it had the Mega Drive had FM synthesis chips. So whereas the SNES was actually really quite easy to program music for, in the Mega Drive, you had to kind of get on board with the FM synthesis and learn how to get those kind of, appropriate sounds out of it. So the two things were very, very different, and both had some games with awesome music, and both had some games with absolutely fucking awful music as well. Anyway, let's crack on. Let's do some drums. I'm going to just set up one bar, and I want to keep that 4 on the floor thing going on. I'd like the offbeat dance hat thing going on, and I'd like some snares in there. I want it to have kind of a dancey feel, if you like. So let's just... Oh, Fred keeps falling over. Fred, just have a lie down, mate. There, okay? So the hat will be like there. We'll loop that round. Okay. I wonder if we could do like another one that went like this. What we're saying? It see the new chiptune pack for BA1, Jamie? Yeah, yeah. Just before I started the stream, I was just having a quick look on Facebook, you know, and yeah, I saw an ad for it on there. I wonder if he'll let me have it, considering the video I did for BA1. They might let me have that. Maybe I could do a stream with that. Maybe I could do that next week. If I get enough work done on this today, then maybe I'll do that next week. So I better crack on. Because, I mean, you know, it might be good for me to do a game with an imaginary game soundtrack with sounds just like that. That could be cool. In fact, I've got an idea for that already. I kind of like that. That works for me. That's exactly the kind of feel I'm looking for. I'm not sure I like that open hat though. Let's just see what else we've got in here. What would it be like if we used that silly sound instead? If I use my mouse so you can see what I'm doing and move Y, so I can only move up or down. What would that be like? I like the sound, but I'm not sure that's going to work. What about this hat? Oh, yeah. You've done a show on it. I've not seen that one. I will check that out. Yes, I think that works. Okay, so let me just stretch that out for how long is this bit going to last? Probably for like 16 bars, maybe. Something like that. Set that up as a model for now. I'm just gonna paste those together, I think. Glue them together, I mean. Right, now, I have an idea for the chord part, or, you know, a basic thing. Right, I'm just going to play these drums and see if I can get this chord pattern together. Then I need a change. I need something different then. I know you only watch for my keyboard skills. Right, then I'll need another variation at the end. And I want it to climb there. Something like that. I think that's better. Too minor. That one, I think. Let's see if I can record that in. This could be comedy. Just have a good laugh at my playing. It's fine. I don't give a shit. Oh, I have something armed that shouldn't be. Yeah, that one. Okay, take two. No, that bit's to come later. Idiot. Okay, well, I got close. Maybe I should just do it the once, and then the second time is the same except for the very end. So I could. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's see what we can do with this. Right. Select all. We'll make them all the same volume. Then we will quantize it and see what happens. Yeah, I'm going to chop it there. I'm going to chop it there. That'll be easier to manage. Erase that bit. Right, okay, let's go in and sort this MIDI out. Right, snap to 16ths. Oh, it's not far off. Right, let's just correct a couple of things. Right, that note shouldn't be there. This sounded bad. Right, that chord lasts too long. Let's sort that out. All right, I'm happy with that. That's came out much better than I expected. I'll give myself a pat on the head for that. Right, okay, so now I want that to happen again with a different ending. So we'll copy that across. And so how does this ending go again? There we are. Right, okay, select these. I'm just going to tap there and make sure, because I might have something else selected by accident. Is that the right chord? Hang on. Yeah, that's wrong. Okay. So this should be an A minor. Okay, that's a special chord. That's it. Okay. Right. Okay. And then it goes. No, that's never right. Yeah, okay, right. And then this one wants to be a G. So if I... That's it. Right, okay. Now I want to just have a quick listen. Oh, hi, Leela. Let's have a quick listen and just see, does that work with those drums? Yes, I think it does. Aside from the fact that it needs a couple of fills, whatever that can come later. I want to get the the nuts and bolts of this together. So now that bass part, will it work if I keep that just like root note, 16th note pumping going on? Will that work? Right, so if I work with the first 4 bars to begin with. No, I'll work with the first 2 because there's some repeating going on there. Okay, we'll go in here. Oh, what octave is this one on? Let's just have a quick look here. Right, so round about. What's my first? My first chord is an A. Actually, well, let me leave that armed so I can keep coming back to that chord. Right, so I'll go down as low as C2. So I'll start with A2 then. Right. There. Okay. C comes in there. Where does the next chord come in? F comes in. Oh. Let me see if I can see the MIDI, that will help. Right, so the F comes in there. So that one's filling out there. And then if that's on snap to 8th notes, that'll help. And that goes back to C just there. So that will be on F up to there. Does that sound alright? And that goes back to G just there. I think it works. I think it does. Right, so now if I copy this across, that first part will be right, and then it won't be. From here I need to fix it. There, okay. What am I doing? Right. Oh. Right, where does that G come in? There. I was right. Right. Okay. I think that's right. Right, so now if I paste those two together, then I can glue them together rather. Then I can copy that across. Oh. Then I can copy that across. And most of that will be right, I think. Hang on a minute. There's a wrong note. I started on an A instead of a G. I'm an idiot. Better. Okay. So what I've copied across is also wrong, so we'll get rid of that. And then we'll copy it across again. Okay, right, where does it change? There it changes to a D minor, C, right, so select those Fs and turn them into Ds. Oh, that's all that needs changing. I thought I needed to do more than that. Okay, right, so now we glue those together. Pull that across. So now it should be right up to the end. And then we need to correct this end. Okay. Right, what happens there? A, B, no, A, B, G. A, B. Right, that's already on G, but should it go to a higher G? Let's see what the bass sounds like if it goes to an octave higher G. I'm not sure about that. Might just live with it for a while, see if I like it. Right, okay, so let's listen to what I've done there. I think I like it. I think I like it. Okay. So, right. Yes, give us a thumb up if you don't mind. And oh, I've another thing I made a note about is remember to run an ad. So I'm gonna do that now while I remember, because I completely forgot last week. Let's just do that now, and then all of you come back and tell me what superbly interesting ad you got to watch. And for those of you who are still here, I will be doing my Patreon stream on Friday as usual. Quick note about that. The last couple of weeks I've been working on this thing. It's supposed to be like a sort of a background kind of a soundtrack for a horror game kind of idea, and it was starting to sound really good in the stream last week. And then the other day I had a little bit of free time and thought I'll do a bit more work on that, and I've gone a bit far with it. So I need you to come and help me with that on Friday. I need some thoughts and opinions. I think what I've done maybe needs to become two separate pieces. I got a bit carried away. So come and give us a hand on Friday. And if you're not a Patreon, if you're not a member of my Patreon account, then please do consider joining, because of all the ways it is possible to help me run this channel, by contributing a bit, if you feel like you get something out of it, then I think Patreon is my preferred method, really. I feel like I'm giving something back for that. Right, okay, so what am I doing now? I've got drums, I've got bass, I've got the chords. It needs filling out with something. I could do an arpeggio. Would an arpeggio work with that kind of chord pattern? You know what? The best way to find out is just to do it, isn't it? So, it's going to be a bit more pissy panting around with MIDI. Let's choose an instrument. Maybe it's got an undeniable 80s kind of a feel to it. So let's use Tal. Yeah, we'll use Tal. I think a Juno would be appropriate. So yeah, add a MIDI track and go here, grab Tal. Let's type it in to outlet. There we go. Right, now this will be super loud, so I'll just pull this down till we find a sound, and then I'll do a rough gain stage. So I need to arm this track. Let's unarm this. Arm Tal instead. Okay, I've overdone it a bit with the pulling down the volume, I think. Better to be on the safe side. Right, okay. Now I think, seeing as how, what I need is, I need a sound that's going to work alongside that sort of Jupiter-y kind of a sound, BA1. And it's kind of a, Let's just go here. If I just play a bit of this solo. So I think it needs to be something clear, something really clear. And there is a sound. There's lots of appropriate sounds in here actually, but there's a sound I've used before for an ARP that I think might just be the job if I can find it. So where's that then? Leads. Now then. Is it read 1? No. No, it's in synths. Yeah. It's not that one. But I'm sure I'm in the right place now. Well, I thought I was. Actually, an octave higher. It's nice and clear. That might just very well do it. So if we switch on the arpeggiator and put it in sync mode. And we'll increase the tempo, shall we? Excuse me. If you're not familiar with TAL, this little screen down here will give you a little readout of any controls that you're changing. Will give you like a digital. They'll give you a numerical value for it, which of course the Juno didn't have, but it's very helpful. We'll try 16s. Let's add some chorus to that. Yes, both choruses on. We don't need any release. That's better. Okay, now we can piss bounce around with the sound afterwards, but let's just see if an arpeggio here would work. So I'll need some chords then. I wonder if I can. I'm never going to be able to play it well enough. Let's see. No, I'm not, am I? Let's copy this, right? I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to change it into like sustained chords. So I could do this in bits, but I think I'll copy one section down here. Oh, this is still pink. Look, it wants to be green. It's a synth. And will you? Oh, it's never annoying when you do that, is it? Right, okay. Copy that. Paste it here. Right, let's edit this, and we'll just do a couple of bars and see if it looks like it's going to work. So I go back here, right, and then I want this chord to sustain until the first chord change. So I do this, pull it up here, and then I want this one to sustain until the next chord change. So get rid of that, grab this one, pull it over here, and then so on, like that. Okay, right, that's one bar. Get rid of this. Make this one sustain right up. Okay. That's the same chord right up to there. Okay. Now then. Get rid of that. This one up here. If this sounds truly dreadful, then that's okay. You're very welcome to have a laugh at my expense. You won't upset me. Right, how many bars have I done? Right, if I just get to the end of this one, and then we'll play the first 4 bars and see if it kind of works. So I'll just change this loop to 4 bars. Right. Forgot to loop. I think that works. I'm not sure the sound's perfect, and I'm not sure whether I should maybe cut off some of the chords, like split them up. I kind of like it. Right. So what about the arpeggio? Should it go just up? Should it go up and down? Should it go more than 1 octave? Let's have a pissy pants around with those options and see. I think this whole thing wants to be an octave higher anyway. So let's just do that before I start messing around with how many octaves the arpeggiator is climbing. Right, okay. I'm kind of liking that. I think that's good. So I like it enough to do this next section, right? So I can cheat on that a little bit. If I just chop that bar there, because that's the bit that's different, and then this bit, pull that in. Copy this, pull it here, lose the last bit, paste it together, it's got unwanted. I've got unwanted. I think that's the wrong. Yeah, that was the bit that was wrong. Okay. So now all I need to do is, why is that? Oh, right, okay, I know what I'm doing. Honest, I know what I'm doing. Pull this back here, lengthen this out, lengthen this one, and this one. Right, and then just give it a quick test. Yeah, okay, that's right. So now we just glue these two together, copy that across, and then the end chords will be wrong, so we just need to change those, and that will be, what does it do there? It goes, can't remember. It goes, oops. ABG. So that wants to be a C, and that wants to be an E. And then that wants to be a B. BDF. And then what do I do? Then I go B. I go. Yeah. That goes to a G. And these two stay the same. Right, okay, let's play the whole thing through and see if it doesn't suck. I like it. I think that works. I think it's got exactly the right vibe. So when we get to the end of this cut, now I feel like in this chorus the drums need some toms added, just a bit more drama in there. And I'd like to have a bit of a gaming sound effect in there, like I've got with these random sound effects in the other section. But something that occurs to me, right? One great way to make like a gamer type sound is this. If you just get your arpeggiator and turn the tempo up full. So I'm wondering whether I can do that randomly. Just like here and there. I can't get back to 16th notes now. Why is that? Oh, there we are. Right, okay. I might have to put that on another channel. But, I could do that like, where would I do it? Let's try putting it there. Let's try doing that. Hi, Audible. I just want to say thank you, Audible, because it was your idea to put the tempo up to 140 beats per minute, which I thought was a ridiculous idea, but it's worked great. Thanks very, very much for that. It is. Tal's an awesome synth. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to duplicate this track. Then I'm going to I'm going to go to the first one, the main one. I'm going to mute rather than delete, just in case it's a sucky idea. Those 3 notes there. Then on this track, we'll go in and mute everything but those 3 notes. So that's them muted. And let's see what I've missed. These ones. Mute those. And then I'll mute that whole thing for a moment. Now, this version of Tal, put the tempo on the arpeggiator up full, and we'll just play a few bars, see what it sounds like. I fucked up. I muted them, right? You saw me do that. Anyway, take 2. Right, okay, I'm going to do it more than once. I'm going to do it every 4 bars because I think that would be cool. So maybe here. I don't know now. There. So that would be like there. That one. Mute that. I'll put my pointer there. Then go in here and unmute those ones. Oh, I love that. That's brilliant. Right, okay, let's do that over here as well. Okay. Do I know what I'm doing? Is it that? It's that one, isn't it? Pretty sure it's that one. I'm on the wrong one, aren't I? Right, I've got to wind this up in a moment because I'm going to dump you over to Jade's stream and I want to play you out with what I've got done. So let's quickly try and get this bit done. Right, I think that's right. And then so here, mute those. It's not working there. I wonder where that is. That's very strange. It would appear to be done right when I go into the MIDI. Yeah. But actually, when you look at this, you see it's all grayed out, right? Go in. unmute those ones. It's not showing as unmuted here, which is wrong. Anyway, I don't want to overrun, right? So I'll sort that glitch out, whatever it is, a bit later. And what I might do is tomorrow do a bit more work on this, and then do another short video like I did last week, just sort of showcasing what I got done in this week's stream. That seemed to work quite well. And so I just want to thank you all for being here. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to play you out with this. Have a fantastic rest of your day and week. And make lots of music. Check out my website. Admire my t-shirt. Go and have a listen to Cyberpunks and Freaks, my new track, which is on YouTube or on Bandcamp. And try not to piss pants about. See you later.